What's the other? Oh, Chasing the Journey.
Yeah.
New songs.
And there was 4 of them. Radio,
Peaches
Peaches and Cream.
and Beats.
Yeah. I'm loving Freaks and Geeks, bro.
That's a good one. Real good. I also rather we keep moving.
Yeah.
Let's get the album over here so we can see. Oh damn. I want to see. Baby, you got a CD?
I got one down in the car.
All right, we are live.
Cool.
We
Arlen,
are live. All right, let me give.
second.
I'm gonna send the link out, and so that you guys could get the link. Arlen, we are live right now, and I'm gonna send.
Hey,
Go to the link, and so share it with you. Live and direct. Let me see who we have out already. We have people coming in the room. Awesome.
Hey yo. Okay, gotcha. I'm saying, share it up. All right. Share to the group.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're doing that already, right?
Yeah, I'm getting on it.
Okay, cool.
Granted, I've just got to set up as a monitor.
Awesome. Hi guys, I see you guys logging in. Awesome, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. As you come in, guys, just share the page to your group and invite your friends. It's gonna be awesome, 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 awesome. I see my Floridonians are definitely logged in. All right, let me go down the line here. So far, I see Nikki Greenwood from the UK, Marcia from the UK, Philip Roberts. Got that. All right, I have seen the UK massive. They're logging in. Thank you guys, definitely. Leachy from Florida, West Palm Beach. I see you. Andrew. All right, guys, just keep sending the link out. As you guys come in the room, just definitely. Yep, Zion Band is in. Of course, you sure right about that one. Yes, guy. As you come in, just send out the link. Send out the link to your friends, family. Drop it into groups also. And we're going to have just crazy fun this morning here. For those who in the UK, I know it's after 4 o'clock. Right now, like a minute or two after 4 o'clock. Good afternoon. For those who in Eastern Standard Time, I want to say good morning, Definitely. Thank you guys for definitely logging in. Really appreciate that part. All right. Good. All right. Give it another 2 minutes and then we get on the ball this year. So guys, another 2 minutes to send the link out. And whosoever have those groups on WhatsApp, definitely drop it in your groups also, because at least they will click on the link and join the room. So please do so. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right.
All right. I think I've shared about 30, 40 pages.
All right, so I definitely got to say good morning, Rockman, Arlen. We got to give this cheers, toast, whatever it is. Good morning, guys. Definitely.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. No, Rockman, I'm not gonna blame you because I just met you for the first time. But
Okay.
Arlen, he's the one. He's responsible for my sleep. If I drink tremendous amount of coffee after this, he's responsible. And if I can't perform for the rest of the day, he's responsible. And I thank you for that last thing that you sent me, Arlen. You sent
Plus,
me after you sent it to me. You put me in a different state of mind.
good.
The reason is I've learned a lot about you guys, even more in depth. Learn to appreciate you guys even more. Not just the band
Right.
itself, because I always like to talk about the music and the person, your music and your life, because your
But
life is your music. You understand what I'm saying? So I really appreciate you guys even more. You understand? Rockman, forget about it. I'm gonna talk to you also a little bit also, but let me deal with Ireland first. Ireland.
yeah,
The
yeah.
man.
What's
Now, tell me a little bit about you as a child. Not even as a teen, but just as a child growing up. What type of guy
oh
were you? Type of
oh
kid?
man, I had such a great childhood. I grew up in the swamps of Louisiana, so I grew up deep in the swamp. Catching bullfrogs out of the swamp, chopping up frog legs, frying them up. I worked on an alligator farm as a kid.
It do taste like chicken, right?
Oh, it tastes just like chicken, yeah, like
There you
spicy
go.
chicken.
There you go.
I had a great life in Louisiana. My mother introduced us to a lot of Zydeco music, so we
Hmm.
listened to public broadcasting and danced to Zydeco. And I remember the first time I heard reggae, I connected it with Zydeco. I thought reggae was Zydeco, and then
Hmm.
explained to me the difference. And I said, man, the Zydeco makes me feel like I'm on the beach, mama. She's like, reggae, you know, I
Yeah.
always enjoyed. It was a big part of my childhood. I took piano lessons and guitar and bass and
Hmm.
drums and studied the different instruments that I could get my hands on.
Nice.
Singing
Rockman.
was, yeah, I was never really good at any instrument. I just want to clarify.
Yeah, I
I tried.
noticed. I noticed you don't really play any of the instrument at
No,
all.
I tried. I really tried, but I'm just not talented at any of them.
You're still pretty good. Rockman, talk to me. What about you? You were in Alabama, right?
Rockman plays everything.
Well, I was born in Ohio.
Oh,
Started
okay.
school in reservation in Arizona on Navajo Indian Reservation.
Mm.
I grew up in transit. I went to 27 different schools before I graduated.
20,
Uh,
you said 27.
27 schools before I
You know he's
graduated.
definitely a bad kid. 27
One
different
side,
schools.
one side of the country to the other. Growing up, Cholos out west, the Indian kids on the reservation, the farm kids up north in Indiana. I was introduced to all of these different groups of people before I graduated from high school.
Wow.
So I learned from that my home is where I hang my hat.
Yes.
I've been on the road for 40, 45 years. I
You
drove
you,
truck.
you drove your trucker and all of that. Yeah.
I had an accident that was really bad. It was a life changer.
Hmm.
I won't go into all of it, but things were really bad. That's what brought me to Florida from Muscle
Hmm.
Shoals. I
Okay.
had been up there, and I was there, graduated from high school when all of the old Southern rock groups were recording their big hits there in Muscle Shoals. The
Hmm.
Allman Brothers, Leonard
Yeah, the
Skinner.
legendary heroes.
Uh-huh.
That was just normal things for us to run into them at the store. They were other kids in tennis shoes just trying to make it.
Right.
You know, so that's how
Yes.
kind of how I came up. I came up under the old swampers in Muscle Shoals, watching them,
Nice.
learning from them. And I sat back, kept my mouth shut, and just watched and learned.
And just watch everything and see how it trends out.
Yes, I had never really. I started out playing bluegrass music. That's all I knew existed till I heard rock and roll when I got to a school where they had a radio on the school bus.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
introduced to blues. I
Yeah.
dove into blues for 10 years. I came up and started playing Southern rock, which were,
Hmm.
that's what was on the radio then. Sweet Home Alabama, all that.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm at the other end of that looking back. And my purpose, I've died 3 times.
Yeah.
After this last cancer surgery, I woke up with a new meaning inside me, and
Yeah.
that is to share what I have learned with the younger generations coming up, if they are worthy for me to spend my time sharing these little nuggets of wisdom.
So you've been through 3 cancer surgery. 3 times it circled back on you.
I have beaten. This is the third time I've beaten it.
Third time you've beaten it. And you still have to keep going back and forth to the doctor to make sure everything is A-okay.
I have one more trip next week.
One more trip.
And they give me the all clear. They've already told me that the cancer's gone.
Okay, definitely.
Just to go in.
Go on.
Read it on paper with it one more time.
Beautiful. Ireland.
Yes, sir.
Now, you coming up, you were in a band before, a band called what? Tribalistic Days?
Tribalistic Days, yes, sir.
Yes. You were in that band. Tell me a little bit about that band, even though it didn't last that long.
We did a oh, they can't see. We did an album called Drunk Like Pirates with those cats. We still use a lot of those songs today. We play a lot of those. It was a real genre bending, reggae, hip hop with some rock. We used the beat machine until we eventually got a drummer. We toured with Zion I. That's how we formed the band Tribe Zion. We fused some of their band members with ours.
I noticed especially the name Tribal Zion. And first I was looking at all different type of things. You also have another group out there that's called Zion Tribe. There's a group out there called Zion.
When we got the band name in 2006, 2005 got the concept. When our band Tribe and their band Zion I, we formed together in 2005, but 2006 is when we really formed the band. And we saw that there was a Zion Tribe, there was a Tribal Zion is a Spanish band. There was a Mormon group that ended up, they called themselves Tribe Zion, but there were a couple of close ones, but we ended up, locking down the name about 14 years ago.
Yeah, and it's so amazing because you guys had that band going within 2005, but you guys were still doing small little tours, and then you really formed your band 2006. So that was pretty good for you guys and get the name. Talking about Ireland, the age of 15 to 30, it was crazy for you.
Oh yeah, I was living on the other side of the law. I was a criminal. Doing what I had to do. To support my drug habits. I was a drug dealer. I smuggled drugs. I was fighting constantly. Stealing. Just the whole life until I was almost 30 years old. Turn my life around.
You turn your life around.
Right. That was tough.
So at that point in your life, at that rock bottom, you decide to say, listen, you see what's going on behind you, around you, and you decide, what do you decide? You put your band, you're going to get together, do this band, focus on it, and what?
Well, I was already looking. When I came to the rock bottom, at the bottom of a bag of cocaine and pain pills and alcohol, drug overdose, just,
that was the final for you, the drug overdose there.
Yeah, and I realized that I'm neck deep in a life of crime, and I'm risking 30 years of freedom to smuggle these drugs across country, but yet I'm still broke. I mean, what's the point? I don't have any money. Freedom.
Like a rock man.
So I didn't really see the rewards for living that lifestyle anymore. I'm sitting there at rock bottom, nobody to even do the cocaine with. It was a lonely, miserable existence, and I just knew there was something better. And I was involved in hip-hop, too, and I had to turn my back on hip-hop music because I felt like that was dragging me deeper into the lifestyle. So I said I'm going to go full-time reggae, and devote myself to the reggae music. And because I've done reggae and hip-hop since I was a kid. I've done both genres and kind of kept them separate. But at that age, at 30, I said, you know what, I'm going to bring my hip-hop stuff into my reggae stuff. I'm going to blend it completely, which I had done a little bit here and there, mixing the reggae and hip hop type, but at 30, I said I'm gonna stop rapping over DJs and beats and just go full time with the band and
And just
focus
go
all my
full
time.
time, do your thing. Yeah.
Uh,
And I noticed. Yeah, go ahead. Finish. You could finish.
oh, no, and I've never regretted. That was a blessing ever since. Out of 10 years since I turned my back on the path, I've never made $1 illegal. I've made every single dollar I've made legally.
Legitimate.
Really proud of that. You know, I've given up drugs and alcohol. I've given up tobacco recently. It was a big one. That was a tough one 30 days ago. But I'm 16 months sober off all
Yes.
drugs and alcohol. Yeah, it's a blessing.
Okay. Now, I was watching a video with when you did the song Heat. It's one of also your original song, Heat, and I was counting. I was counting the band members like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh
7,
yeah, that was
8, and I
2000.
see 8 guys. Yeah.
Yeah. We had a lot. We had a section back then.
And then I noticed the number of groups here, then I realized you have guys also passed away.
We do. We lost 3 band members within about
Yes.
3-year period. Yeah. It was a real rough run, you know.
And also you're talking drug overdose and also cancer and things like that, correct?
Yeah. One was suicide. It was my roommate OG David Pratt.
OG, yeah.
He taught us a lot about reggae music. He joined the band in 2006. One of the original Tribe Zion members. He taught us a lot. The breakdowns, the intros, the outros, reggae standards, just a lot of stuff that we really needed as young artists to know, and dropped a lot of knowledge on us before he took us on live in 2009. In 2011, after we moved here, after losing that bass player, we moved from Colorado to Florida. We got a new bass player, Mr. Joey Harrison. We were rocking out with him for about a year and a half, and then we lost him to cancer. He had stage 4 terminal of bone that started within his lungs. And then we had Mr. Lee Perry McGlone, hadn't played with us in a few years, but in 2013 we lost him, our old drummer, to drug overdose from Jackson, Mississippi. So it was a rough run, but just back to back to back, losing real, deep members of the tribe.
That's why
we picked ourselves up and kept moving,
That's why I say when I went through so much of your guys' background, it's amazing you guys are still here. You guys have given a second chance to life, which you guys right now are going so full blast with it. You enjoying it right now and doing so much. And especially when you guys sit down to write a song, putting your life in there. It is so meaningful, especially when you sing. I see Rapman, he also do rendition, and especially you, Ireland. I watch you when you sing those songs. It's like you're not just singing a song because you're singing a song because you know the words, but it's coming from you way down. You understand? And I like that, especially with your performance. You sing that song because it's meaningfully. Rapman, I noticed the both of you co-write for the band.
Yes.
And who comes up with the idea, or like, you tell me on a normal day, Ireland Rapman, where you guys strolling down and you just see a butterfly just flew past you and you're like,
It's a little different every time we write a song, but it's always in the same circumstances. 9 times out of 10, it's me and Arlen sitting in my garage, which we have renamed Eric Foreman's basement from the 70s show. And we sit in my garage, which is my place in the house, and we get our head right, and we wait. It's like surfing. It's like we wait to catch a wave. A riff will hit me, and I'll start playing the riff, and Arlen will pull from his experience of lyrics. That's his instrument. He's not good at playing things. His instrument is his mind.
Yeah.
He has more lyrics up there than I.
He can sing. You listen to, like, say, a rock band or whatever band, they scream. He got a friggin' good voice. He has a good voice. I like that.
Well, if you're saying something, you don't have to scream.
There you go.
People will hear it. You touched on something a little bit ago, with Arlen being at rock bottom. See, I was going through the same thing at the same time in a different place.
In a different place.
that's what brought me to Florida. I was in Muscle Shoals. We owned our home. It's paid off. Been there for years. I've always been a musician, a biker, and a trucker.
In the trucker, yeah.
Well, I'm a musician and a biker till the day I die. I can't drive trucks anymore because of an accident.
The accident, yeah.
I was involved in a fatality accident. My band was falling apart. My front man was my son-in-law. Found out he'd been beating on my daughter and grandson. At the same time, when I had that truck wreck, it killed the other person. They cut me out of the truck. When they got me to the ER, they did MRIs. That's when they found out I had thyroid cancer on top of everything else being broken up.
On top of everything, wow.
Within 4 hours, I had lost my career. I had all my bones were busted up. I had thyroid cancer. I was charged with murder and sued for $5 million. One day. When I got out of the hospital, I came home and I told my wife, I said, baby, pack your stuff. She said, why? I said, because we're leaving here.
Yep.
Well, what about our home?
Your home. You're losing the home. Yep.
Everyone I knew up here has died. My family. I have no family no more. I'm going to go to Florida and choose my family. I said, let's go. So we packed up everything we owned and we drove south until we hit water. We had no more road and we were here. That was 9 years ago. From that, I dropped my band. We were about to sign with another label. That all went to hell in a handbasket because my son-in-law, all that mess. Over all of it now. It's all in my past. But I was at a point. At a point in my life. Charged with murder, sued for $5 million. All that happening in one time. I lost my mind. I was crazy when I came here.
I understand that. I can't imagine. I was
playing 5 different bands, and I ran up on Arlen, who was bartending at a little local pub.
Yeah.
And I came to a local jam. That's where I met Arlen. I noticed he was looking at me playing on stage, and I was watching him work customers. We both knew immediately.
That's something. There's a connection. There's a connection. Yeah.
Right. That's where the connection came from. I had never even listened to reggae before. I was a blues man when I came here. Arlen taught me what little I know about reggae music. Now I know, all the theory. I've studied music all my life, played all my life. I know how songs are put together. But Arlen showed me the heart in reggae.
Yes. That's
why we became a reggae fusion band. We fuse everything from our past experiences into that.
Yes.
That's how our songs are born. Now, once a song is born, it starts to evolve. Yes. It starts evolving the first time we play it publicly. It will change over the few months and become us.
What it is. Yes.
It has to become that familiar. Then we can relate how we felt into you.
Yeah, we got a dozen songs. We got a dozen of them right now. We got a bunch of them.
Give me some names of what you have. I'm gonna put before you don't even mention it. I'm gonna drop 2 songs right now, ladies and gentlemen, so you know where the band is going. I'm gonna drop and share the page, and you guys see how these guys are. They're so harmonious. The band is so good, and I'm gonna share it right now, you guys.
We got Lion. They got Mark Lyon in the chat.
Mark Lyon, big up yourself.
Big up, brother. Big up, Ryzan in New Zealand. Thank you so much for putting it together. We appreciate y'all having us and making it happen.
come with me tonight. Like, I'm gonna be alright, you're gonna be alright, we're gonna be alright, everything gonna be alright. Singing, he gonna be alright, she gonna be alright, they gonna be alright, everything gonna be alright, alright. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. We all got problems and I can't really solve them. I can distract you with raps while the record's revolving. I'm all in, I neck deep in stacks of raps and beats, and I must fit them with these rhythms to get down and tap those beats. I mean beat is all I need to spit nice. On a nice beat I spit, and that's nice twice. Twice as nice as those guys who take some rounds and tight. Don't close your eyes, watch they watch the rounds that make my soul take flight. Like, I'm gonna be alright, you're gonna be alright, we're gonna be alright, everything gonna be alright. Singing, he gonna be alright, she gonna be alright, they gonna be alright, everything gonna be alright, alright. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. All you can be is who you are. Who you are is up to you. So be yourself. Don't let anybody else tell you how to be you. See, I'm no saint. Sometimes I feel cursed. Yeah, I've been better, but I've been much worse. I've had more money and I've had much left. But in this life, I've been truly blessed. 'Cause in this life, one thing I have learned, your experience is worth more than the riches you earned. I've seen such beauty, make a man cry. I've seen tragedy, and I've asked God why. We've all got to live, we've all got to die. So make sure you live while you're alive. You don't live twice, not as far as I know. So let's live it up and the triumph I am sure. 'Cause all you can be is who you are. And who you are is up to you. So be yourself. Don't let anybody else tell you how to be you. Shake it, shake it.
Oh yes, definitely. They're asking question like crazy here. Now, Mark Lyons say, who inspired you, Ireland growing up? And I know I've heard Bob Marley, and he made
Oh,
the
totally.
connection. What's the artist and
Oh, yeah.
reggae inspiration?
I'd say, some big influences as a young man when I was getting my style together would be Sublime, Bradley Noel from Sublime, with a little bit of Jim Morrison, and then I had the hip hop influence, some Eminem. Like, I like to draw from reggae, some psychedelic rock and hip hop, and blend it all together. But of course, Bob Marley was a huge influence always. But yeah, those are definitely my main influences, no doubt. I got a lot of, like I said, we've been for the Wailers. Tribes Zion got to open for the Wailers and the Black Uruhu and Ital.
Black Uruhu, I noticed that, yes. And
Yeah,
Toots, what's that? Toots something.
Yes,
and
sir.
Toots JR also, right? Open for
Yes,
Toots.
sir.
All right,
This
really
year.
awesome. Now, what's the craziest thing ever happened to you guys on tour?
Oh,
Rock.
oh yeah. Oh, down the river.
That's about as
Yeah.
crazy as it gets.
Probably the first time we ever did acid unperformed.
Oh, and acid is crazy.
Yeah. I've done it plenty of times, but never on stage as a
Yeah.
kid. You know, I don't do that type of stuff anymore. I'm an old man now, I'm past my prime. But as a kid, I tried that stuff and played with it on the weekends. But we did it on tour. Our first show of the tour in 2005. We were touring with Tribalistic Days, the same tour we formed Tribe Zion on. The first show of the tour, we all did acid. Oh, it was a complete mess. The show went crazy. We had Timmy, our old percussion player. Big up Timmy. Carried off stage and put into a river. He floated down the river. We had to go rescue him.
Oh my God.
Wild tour, man. Colorado was just wild. How to get mountain climbing on tour. Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, now they
What's
have
that?
this big stigma, especially with bands. Whether you're a rock band, you know, whatever band it is, they always tend to say drugs always follow band.
Oh man, that's ridiculous. You can't. It's almost like you can't get away.
Why is that?
Okay, honestly, like, and now that I'm sober, looking back, like I see some of the stuff. Like, okay, as a kid, yeah, we wanted to party, we wanted to experiment all the time too. But if you're like really touring and like we work a lot too, so like I bartend one of my days off, so I'll be bartending 3 or 4 days a week and playing shows 3 or 4 days a week. Sometimes it's that false energy that we get from the drugs too. That as a musician, when you got to go on stage and perform for 4 hours that night, and you've already worked at your day job all day or something, you know, like you've already traveled.
You need to get that boost.
False energy, yeah, and alcohol is good for that too. So, you know, as I feel like musicians can't get away from it. And then as the fans too, the fans want to show you love. They want to share their drugs with you. So, you know, like even if you're not buying the drugs or using the drugs, they're going to be given to you. So you have to really avoid that and stand strong if you don't want to go that way.
But now since you're at that turning point in your guys' life, how you guys right now could, you know, bypass that? What's the strong element that holds you not to, you know the feeling of it, you know how good it feels, but also, you know, the bad part about it, how you know you may not get right back into it?
Yeah, I think it just comes down to willpower, you know, like you got to know when to say when. And after we recorded the first song you played, Gonna Be Alright, that was from an album we did in 2013.
Yep.
And then we didn't record an album until 2019. We didn't record any music videos, but yet we were a band the whole 6 years. We were playing 150 to 175 shows.
150 to
Yeah,
Every year.
every year. But yet we were still being a band and being productive and making our money to pay our rent, but we weren't really being productive. We weren't putting out new material. We weren't recording. We weren't shooting music videos because I feel like we were using drugs and be like, oh well, this is good enough. As long as we're playing shows, we're still being productive.
Exactly.
So I'd pop the pills and, you know, drink, and, you know, we kind of plateaued out, and I realized getting sober, I don't want to be comfortable. I want to still be hungry. And this year we shot 3 or 4 music videos. We got a new music video coming, Loco. We shot a full-length album. We're ready to get in the studio and record some more, you know, like, and I feel like the sobriety helped break that, you know, just, you know, the stillness and that plateau.
Okay, awesome. Now, who have you told, were you being told that you sound like someone?
Oh hell yeah! I get told Sublime a lot.
Yes.
We get being compared to the Dirty Heads. I mean, because we do the hip hop thing with the reggae, so we get that comparison a lot. I've been compared to Eminem. You know, I only wish I was that good. I would never be. I do get
singing
I
your
did
voice.
get a young
I hear
lady. Yeah, I did hear some people say the Jim Morrison thing again the other day, where I did draw a lot of.
Your voice really stands out. Seriously.
Yeah, you don't really hear yourself when you're singing, but I can hear Jim Morrison in his voice on some songs. It just comes out.
Rockman got a point, man. Rockman got a point. I'm telling you, he got a good point right there.
No doubt.
Yep. Now your drummer, that's Craig Taylor. He's used to be part of the Wailers, or what? How that part go?
He plays with you. He's played part of that team for almost over
20 odd years.
He started playing with the Wailers and Damien and Julian and Steven, and playing with all the brothers. Played with Ziggy,
Robert.
But he's been playing with the Julian mostly. That's who he's been playing with. So,
Okay.
but yeah, he's out California right now. We got Brendan playing with us today. We had Andre play with us last night. We got some drummers. We big up to Ed Jones, Super Dave. We got some really cool drummers on the team, some cool percussion players. That's why we keep it a tribe. You know, we got the core unit, but then we have people that pick up when our people, like when Craig's out of town, we had people switching through, and now that Craig's gonna be in and out, we got Brendan stepping up, and Andre really stepped up and saved us lately. So appreciate those guys for sure. Big up Shaggy J and Chris Brooks.
Shaggy J is one of the youngest guys, like what, 20 years old, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Tell me the formation with these guys. Okay. Chris Brooks, yourself, Rockman, Shaggy J, and Craig Taylor. How that formation, especially right now, with you guys?
Oh, well, like I said, Craig's out of the scene right now. After the album finished, he had to go pick up some work out in Cali. So Craig's kind of out of the scene right now.
He's just taking a hiatus.
Yeah. He's
family. Okay. So you guys definitely will have like a replacement drummer and stuff like that, right?
Oh, yeah. So we got Mr. Brendan Packer playing with us today. He's stepped in and been part of the tribe ever since the past few months. And big up Andre Dreesy drummer. He played with us Friday night. So we got a couple really good, talented young men that stepped in and really helped us out.
There's a song that you did. I like the whole build up of the start of it until you start rocking out. Love Addiction.
Oh yeah.
At first I thought you were freestyling.
Oh yeah. That's off the 2013 record. Yeah, that was a fun one. We had the horn players on that record. I enjoyed doing that one.
Yep.
Addicted.
That was something different and a new experience for you guys, having the horn players on the band.
Oh no, that's when that album was from 2013. We had the horn players. This last it was just guitar players. We didn't have any horns on this one. It was just our guitar, Rockman and Shaggy. So our most recent, just guitars.
Well, it comes back to evolution. The band has evolved from what you heard on the 2013 recording to where we are now. And the sound that we have now comes from that 5 to 7 year gap of us living. It comes from that experience. So, your direction and your genre, everything evolves as you go. If it doesn't evolve, it dies.
Definitely.
We got 13 songs. We got reggae. We got hip hop. We got rock and roll. We got some soul. We got some bluesy. We got some pop stuff mixed in. We got we touched a lot of genres for sure.
Every little bit of thing. Rockman, how did you get that name, Rockman?
Well, it's actually a stage name.
Okay.
Arlen pretty much gave it to me because rock, we spell it R-O-C.
Yeah.
Man, M-A-N-N. And like I say, it's a stage persona. That's what everyone knows me by. That or Mudbone from my old band, when I came down here playing blues and stuff. It evolved as well. Because in the biker world, I was known by a different name. Musicians by a different name. I was also a corporate district manager for 9 years in transportation before I went back to driving. Correct. All those different walks of life comes out in us, and we can't help it. It just naturally comes out in the music. And we don't mean to sound the way we sound. Just when we play, that's how it comes out.
Beautiful. Now, guys, tell me something. What makes the music sound good to you? Your music sound good to you?
Oh, like I said, it's got we've been really taking our time with our new songs. Like we used to rush. I'm especially guilty of trying to rush out as many new songs as we can. But now we're taking our time and focusing more on harmonies and melodies. Like I'm doing a lot. I do a lot of the hip hop stuff on the verses and the flowing of words. But we're trying to really make the hooks more melodic and more catchy. Like our new song "Loco," that's one that gets attention because the hook's so catchy. So we got a music video coming out for that one this week. We're really excited about. So we're just spending more time on the hooks and the melodies. I think is something that sounds good to us, and And like I said, we've been really coming together and let everybody add their own influence. Like me and Rockman come out, we put the foundation down. He puts the rhythm and the chords down. I do the lyrics and the vocals. Then we get Chris Brooks to add the bass, and then Shaggy adds the lead, and then Brendan will add the drum beat, and it'll come together. And that's what I really love that part of the process is the writing and the creating new stuff.
Awesome. And another guy in your band that I really look up to is Bassman, and we're talking Chris Brooks. He has no fingers, but playing that bass is that what a cleft? What do you call it?
Well,
cleft hand.
Yeah. It's basically shaped like this. There's nothing here. He has a small, tiny finger with a fingernail and a tiny thumb with a thumbnail.
And that's what he chump. Yes.
But it amazes me.
Yeah, he's got a degree in music from the University of Westfield.
And he plays the piano also.
Plays guitar.
Yeah, he played guitar for us in some acoustic shows, so he's all over the place. He can play anything.
Oh.
He's a really good player too.
Guys, I'm telling you, when you look at the whole, look at the whole formation of this band here, I got to show you guys something here, because I have the means and way of going into. Ladies and gentlemen, definitely we got to show a lot of love to Zion. I tell you, these guys are so amazing with trying to find. I have a photo here that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, here we go. Now I've been asked about this by the fans, so you got to talk to me about this. They're asking me, is this tattoo real?
Oh yeah, One Tribe. I got that for our bass player Joey. We raised some money for his cancer treatment. We had a fundraiser for his cancer. We all got tattoos for cancer. That when it looked spray painted, I told him I wanted it to look like graffiti where the paint was dripping. They tattooed it. And One Tribe, that's our saying. Like no matter the race or the culture or the religion, we all come together as one. One people, one love. So
Awesome.
that's our band motto.
Where were you at that point?
Chicago. That's the top of the Sears Tower. Willis Tower is what they call it, huh, baby? Willis Tower?
Yeah.
Chicago.
Tell me, you wasn't scared, bro?
No, I'm a rock climber, man. I'll hang up from the end on one hand. I'm an adrenaline junkie rock climber. I live for that type of stuff. I laid down on it. Me and my old lady, we took pictures and selfies laying down like that.
Yep. I like this.
Oh, that was opening for L-Dub. Big up L-Dub.
Yes.
We opened it for him. Yeah.
Right here. I like this. I like this photo. It's a nice black and white shot of you guys. And this is a family moment right here. Family moment.
Oh yeah.
That's my grandma. Big up Memo Beverly. That's my cousins. What up, Rick? What up, Ashley Brooke? Yeah, that's my family. South Arkansas. That's my band from Bar Beach. Yeah.
Hold on.
Rockman's wife took those photos. Pensacola Beach.
Yep. Okay, so this let's go by the name. We're going from here. This is Chris Brooks right here.
Yep.
Okay, coming over. This is Shaggy J.
Yeah, that's
and
me in the middle.
Of course, you're the man, Rockman right here, and this is Craig Taylor.
Drummy in the house.
Well, I got to give super big ups to Craig Drummy Taylor because he's one of the reasons I'm still alive. He taught me. He spent almost a year with me teaching me things that he grew up knowing about Rasta being Jamaican and
yes.
he brought me
the reggae formation. Yeah,
that's what helped me get my cancer again. That's what I was saying.
Natural remedy.
I used natural remedies. I used herb.
A lot of the herbs, yeah.
That's an 05.
Yeah, I use herb too. I don't use drugs or alcohol or tobacco anymore.
That's all we use now.
Use herb. Yeah, we were drinking and drugging together as a band, and we stepped back and just using herb. And now it's a lot better for our whole process as a whole.
It's healthier.
Of course, it is.
And like I say, it helped me beat cancer this time. Doctors couldn't quite figure it out.
He only missed one show, by the way, during this last time of having.
Only one show. That's awesome.
Cancer cut out. He only missed one show through multiple surgeries, everything. We were touring all over the beaches, Pensacola, Panama City Beach, Fort Walton, Navarre Beach. Rockman only stepped out for one show, and he was right back in there, like with a cane, could barely walk, but we made it happen. He
And
showed up.
he didn't lost any. He doesn't lost any hair or anything. He didn't lose a hair or anything, right?
He lost
No.
about 100 pounds or 100.
Lost 110 pounds in a year.
A lot of weight. A lot of weight.
Wow.
He didn't do the radiation, so he
Yeah.
kept his beard and whatnot. So.
They had to hang me upside down by my feet in surgery for 5 hours. And it still messes with my equilibrium. I still get a little vertigo because I hung upside down so long. I had a 50% chance of getting through the surgery. 9 days after that surgery, I was on stage with my brothers playing music.
I tell you, that's why I tell you when I look into what you guys been through, it's like
We're soldiers,
you know,
bro.
We're
chosen.
working, man.
That's what it is.
We work for it. We don't sit around. We're about playing shows. We're out booking gigs. We're out grinding every weekend.
We're old school and we're not complacent anymore.
You guys should go to school and because your life is like a testimony. It's a friggin' testimony.
No
You feel
doubt.
me? Yes, definitely.
That's
Let
why-
me go back in. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's what I said. That's why I got the man tattooed right there.
Yeah.
Filling up the sleeve. Big up. Couldn't do it without him.
Awesome. I'm going back into the songs. I have more songs that I want to play. Guys, I'm telling you, you're gonna it's so amazing.
It's so hot, it's so hot. You better watch
Definitely. I love that song. I love that
Yeah.
song. I love.
That's right. Big up LBDA.
Yes. Now, someone in the room, Marie B from the UK, she want to know, and we could do this individual. What was your first record you bought when you was a kid?
Oh man, that's easy for me. Mine was I grew up, I was born in the '80s, grew up in the '90s, so I was during the transition where everyone's going from cassette tapes to CDs. And I remember I was like the last kid in my class to finally start getting CDs. I remember I got a Walkman, a Sony Walkman,
Yeah.
portable Discman player. And I went to the record store. And I was like, oh, I got to get my first CDs. My mother was a hardcore Southern Baptist Sunday school teacher, so I had to sneak around to get rock and roll and hip hop records. She wouldn't allow me to listen to that. I could only listen to doo-wop Christian hymns. So I snuck out. I went to the record store. I got Bone Thugs and Harmony, Eternal
Whoa,
1999.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. Okay.
Oh yeah, great hip-hop record. I love to sing and rap, so mixing the singing and rapping, that was something new I'd never heard before. Bone Thugs. And the same day, Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill, great alternative rock singer from Canada. Yeah, so I got a balance, Bone Thugs and Alanis.
Wow.
First two records.
Wow.
What about you, Rock? What was your first?
Rock, talk to me.
First record I ever bought was a 45 RPM of the Beatles.
Nice.
Beatles. Wow.
First album I ever bought was when Led Zeppelin came out with House
Led
of the Whole.
Zeppelin. Whoa, there you go. There you go.
I was working for 25 cents an hour, digging post holes, hauling farmers, whatever. Saved my money to buy that album. That's where my influences started. That's when I realized, hey, there's a whole world here and something going on every day. But I'm not on the farm.
Rockman, your taste is even more crazier than Ireland, because you're talking Led Zeppelin.
Exactly.
Then you're into blues. Whoa.
I went from Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd to Leadbelly and Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters.
Oh,
that's where all of that came from Africa. Blues started in Africa. It came to Jamaica with the people. It came here with the people. This is what's built from that.
His family plays a lot of bluegrass too in their background.
Bluegrass.
We got some my black background as well. Mandolin, fiddle players. I got my grandpa played banjo. We definitely look to the old school.
Probably my favorite guitarist in the world ever was Rory Gallagher. Ireland.
That's a new twins. Now, Rory you guys, look at this. Look at this word right now. You could also do individually. Also, look at this word. I don't want the dictionary definition that you may think you're gonna come up with. Give me your personal definition with your life. And the word is success.
Oh man, that's an easy one for me too. I think success, people ask all the time because I bartend during the weekdays. So we'll play killer shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They'll see us on the big stages with big crowds. They'll think we're out there getting it. Well, then Monday I'll be at the bar sweeping and mopping and cleaning up the toilet.
Yeah.
Marlon, what you doing? I thought you were gonna make it. You're supposed to be a rock star. You're in here sweeping up the floor. I'm like, hey, baby, I've already, in my mind, making it is we get paid for these shows we play every weekend. I don't have to work, but I like to travel and I like to take my lady out to do nice things and whatnot. I could barely get by off the music, which is a blessing and more than enough, but I like to work in between the days. But I think to get paid for what you love to do is success. And we get paid enough to retire on, might not be enough to quit your day job, but we get paid enough to pay our bills and pay our lights and put food in our bellies from doing what we love to. Songs that we wrote. There's no more beautiful meaning of success to me than that, really.
Awesome.
It's got a different meaning to me.
Talk to me, Rockman.
To me, success is very simple. Success is getting up one more time than you get knocked down. If you do that, you're successful. It don't matter if you get across the finish line or whatever, you got up. You got knocked down, got up again. That's success.
Yes, and your testimony on that. So of course it is. you know. Now, you guys doing tour, as I say, but I want you to tell me, you guys, what would be your dream tour today? If you get that dream tour, you'll be like, friggin' yes,
Oh,
I got it.
oh, oh no, I know what that for me, that is, no doubt. You got Tribe Zion, Tropodelic,
There you
and
go.
the Dirty.
Oh,
All right. Now you talking.
Tropodelic.
Dream tour, because those guys were none of us three bands are alike, but we fuse the same genres together with the reggae, the hip hop, the funk, the rock, blues. So I think that Tropodelic, they're my favorite band out right now. Shout out to those guys. Big up, Rose. Big up. Those guys are awesome, man. Killer. Seen them 3 times this year. They do the same genres we do, but mix it in a totally different way. We got to open for those guys back in 2011 when they were first making a big impact on the scene. Oh man, I think that they mix the same genres that we mix, but in a different way. I think it'd be great.
Awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful. I like that. Now, how would you guys like to be remembered?
Writers never die, baby.
Riders never die.
We have a song, our song that ends our album. It's the last song on our new album, Get Tribal. It's called Writers Never Die. And it's basically that. We want to leave our legacy through our music. And that's exactly what we're doing with recording these last albums. Some of those songs on there, I think, are definitely going to be a legacy, just like Writers Never Die captures that and what we mean by that and what we hope for.
That's usually the last song we play at a live show. And when we
At the gig.
Lighters in the Sky.
Yeah, we have
Far as you can see.
Lighters in the Sky, but it helps. 3 band members that passed away, they helped us write that song. And there were different, the hip hop version of that song. We bought it back and did it as a live band, and it has a lot of energy. But we hope that writers never die; they live through their rhymes, so that long after we're gone, after we're passed away, our family, our great nieces and grandkids, and our great grandkids can hear our voices. They can hear our thoughts, our ideas, our words we wrote down and put to rhyme. So in a way, it's like a part of us lives on forever.
Make them feel the way
Through our
inside.
music, no doubt.
A fan in the room is in Florida. She said it's not much of a question, but she want to know what you guys daily eating habits. What you guys eat to be so looking healthy, fresh, and everything.
110 pounds gone, bro.
Yeah, Rodman's done a lot of health stuff. So he lost a lot of weight recently, but my girlfriend's Filipino, my fiance. Should I say it?
Yeah, I seen her.
Cook some really good food for me. So I'm getting pampered over here. I eat really good Filipino food a lot. I eat a lot of Filipino cuisine.
You have a daughter also, right? You have a daughter?
Oh no, she has 2 daughters, and one of her daughters does. But yeah.
Okay. What about you? You have any siblings? You have any kids? Rockman?
I've got 4 siblings, 2 brothers, 2 sisters, one of whom has passed away.
Wow.
Parents passed away with cancer. Cancer's taken most of my family. So it's not just a battle, it's a war.
Yeah, so that's why, especially when you have that in your generic, you have to be really on top of it. Yeah, on top of the game. Now, what would be your dream? When I say dream, I mean your dream label to get on.
Oh, that's another easy one for me too. Law Records, big up to Pepper, Tropodelics on that record label, but Cashed Out. Those guys, I got to open for Cashed Out too. Those are all reggae, huge. Skunk Records, Sublime record label, Long Beach Dub All Stars, my heroes. Big up the Silverback Records. Big up John. Big up the Slightly Stupid Cats. Oh man, John Phillips. Big up our buddy Big Ken. So Silverback, Law, or Skunk, no doubt. Any of those 3 record labels, I'm calling. We're signing.
Yeah,
definitely, without any doubt. Now, recording your music, you ever dealt with any engineer that was pretty shitty and shady? And how do you guys work?
We got treated good in our recent experience at Enlightened. We had Dan and Anthony. Those guys were really cool to us. They spent a lot of time on this last record. We spent 11 months recording the last 13 songs we did last year. So we were in the studio at least once a week for 11-month period. Just
Sometimes twice.
Yeah, so it was a lot of time in there. And those guys were really good to us. We did have a shady experience back in the early years with Tribalistic Days, where a DJ who was trying to be our engineer and whatnot ripped us off for all of our equipment. He stole my drums, my microphone, my 4-track recorder. We got ripped off a few times for all of my music equipment. That was a painful blow. To get $5,000-$10,000 of music stolen to your 21-year-old kid. That hits you where it hurts.
Okay,
but
now
we don't put up with that in our circle anymore. If you bring that shady stuff in our circle, we'll take care of that real fast. So.
Of course. Now
we did have a lady that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, okay. Now dealing with this, and I know, Rockman, you go through this. Arlen, you go through this. Now, you guys are not single, so how do your other half deal with female as a fan base? Even though do they get jealous in that sense, like why that girl had to scream, why she had to throw that at you? Do they have that form of jealousy, especially when you guys around female? How do you deal with it? What you guys have to go through?
It takes a special type of lady to date a musician. I'll say that first and foremost.
Definitely, I believe that.
30 years of marriage, 31 years of marriage right here next to me. So his wife's been, he's been a musician the whole time. So my lady, she's great with it. It can be tough no matter who you are, with the ladies, and especially with social media, that really brings out a lot of the fans. They get a little, worked up and whatnot.
Yeah, they'll go crazy. Yes.
Yeah, so it's it's a fine line. You got to play a balancing act because you want to make your fans happy. You want to communicate and talk with them, but you don't want to upset your better half. So it's just as everything. It's a way of juggling and balancing that way out. As long as you have an understanding good woman at home and you keep things pure and honest. I think that's the main issue is when people get shady on the road and it shows. And we play in the Gulf Coast, 150-mile stretch down the beautiful Emerald Gulf Coast here. And it's not we're not going nationwide. So if something happens on this strip, it's going to get back to your loved ones. The truth will always surface. So
of course, it will always surface.
Deep and lay next to your significant other with a good conscience, and everything will work itself out from there.
Beautiful. Now, Ireland, I know you're the tough cookie guy also. What do you dislike about yourself?
Oh, I don't even know where to start on that. I could go all day. No, I've made some significant life changes, but I grew up in a violent atmosphere. My family was accustomed to, getting violent and doing some things, and in school, and then especially in my 20s. My 20s, I was a real violent cat. I was still playing reggae, but I was quick to, if someone disrespected me or
We'll deck him in a minute.
Fighting, and I got like 7 teeth punched out of my face, fighting street fights. I've been stabbed, I've been cut, hit in the head with the hammer, you name it, beer bottles, all sorts of stuff like that. And I'm glad I put that in my past. That was a big part of it because I was even singing the reggae on the weekends. I'd be on the One Love, but then on the week, 2 days later, I'd be in the street fighting alley. I felt like I wasn't for a long time. I was writing all these positive songs. Yeah. Yet I was living this gangster lifestyle when a lot of other cats in hip hop, in the music I was also doing at the same time, doing a lot of hip hop music. And there's so many of these cats were in there talking about this fake lifestyle of fighting, of selling drugs, of drug trafficking, stuff I was doing. And they were talking about it, but they weren't actually doing it. I was doing it, talking about that stuff. I was talking a more positive message, and I finally started listening to my own words and started, I need to pay attention to, practice what you preach. And that's
There you go. Now, yes, what should we expect, or what are we going to be expecting for you guys in the future now?
Oh, we got great shows coming up. We booked some awesome new venues. Big up to Katie, our new booking agent. She's been getting our foot in the door with all these new venues like Floribama, Miss Newbies out in Panama City Beach. All these venues we're trying to get our foot in the doors to. We're really excited.
West.
Yeah, she's got us into a lot of new gigs.
Miss Newbies.
Yeah, we're excited about a lot. We got a food truck festival coming up in Pensacola on the April 3rd. We got
Okay.
doing rum and reggae gigs all season long.
Lagunas.
We're playing
You guys.
water parks opening up. We're playing for that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys are pretty much really active starting off.
Oh, yeah.
That's really good. That's really
So
good.
afternoon we'll play 4 to 8 on Pensacola Beach at the Sand Shaker tonight. You should, everybody come check us out. It's going to be a great time.
So, okay, guys, as you know, you hear that put the location out. If you're anywhere close or anywhere that can be close, please definitely check out the location. They're smooth. They're nice. I wish I was in Florida. You guys gonna be in New York anytime? Please let me know because
Yeah,
I'll be at your.
I've traveled all around the world, but I've never been to New York.
Really?
Crazy.
Let me tell you, you guys come New York. We gotta hook up. We definitely gonna hook up. That's a fact. Definitely. Now, okay. Now, that's all set. You all definitely getting your gigs, your dates out. Who manages you? You guys, who manages you guys?
I was managing us for the longest, right? 10 years I was managing Tribe Zion. I was managing the bar. I was going through a lot of stuff. My health failed me about 4 years ago. I got these hot bleeding ulcers and migraine headaches. My body just basically shut down. I was running my body too hard by working the bar, working the band, work. I did 7 days a week for like 9 months straight without a day off. I mean, just worked my body to death. And Rockman took over on the booking and the management of the band. And now I do a lot of marketing with advertisement, social media, getting the merchandise going. Katie does our booking now. Took a big stress when he got sick with cancer. We put the responsibility on Katie, and she's done a lot of the booking since.
We found out it actually works well because now we kind of co-manage.
Yeah,
we split up our responsibilities, but we're in contact with each other on every decision every day.
And like Chris Brooks does the sound. He looks at the sound for the Daily Show. We don't have a sound guy. Our bass man, Chris Brooks, does that. Rockman pulls the trailer. I do the heavy lifting, the shows.
Just looking at you and Rockman right now. The both of you guys are like two of a kind, and you guys are one of the most perfect band members ever. Even though you have the rest of the band members, but you two so coincide with each other because you both co-write. You understand? And just looking at how you guys talk and explain yourself, you guys been in the same average level of experience. And I like that. And I definitely like that, especially with you two guys, You're the backbone of the band. And, it's like without one is the other, you balance up each time. Now, my question to you guys, and I want you to say something to your fans right now in the room that they probably may not know or know about you guys, but tell your fans something.
Something they might not know about us?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Pretty much.
Okay. I got some weird stuff, some weird facts about Arlen that no one would know. I used to take gymnastics.
You used to whoa. You used to do gymnastics.
Yeah. I used to do the back front flips. I incorporated that with my stage stuff when I was a younger man, but
now you're a rock climber.
Rockman, don't even tell me you do anything close to that, please. I can't take that.
No, I take pictures from the ground of him being up there.
I'm a smart monkey,
Guys,
Go ahead. There's one thing that you asked something that they don't know about us. Here's one I'll guarantee you they don't know. I was born with 5 arteries in my heart. Everyone else has 4 arteries. I was born with a natural bypass. I can never have one. I was born with one. I've got an extra rib in my neck. I'm an alien, bro. I'm from another planet.
I'm an alien, but I love.
There goes. That's another record right there. That's another track.
Song,
Alien.
bro.
Alien. Yes. I know you guys have a gig to go do later on, and I'm not going to keep your time. I really so appreciate you guys even more. And especially that song that I played last night. I love that song. I love that song with you. I wanna show them one more thing about you guys, your performance. They may not hear um, the audio part of it, but definitely they'll definitely see your performance.
Yeah, we got some more music
y-
videos. We got one
yes,
for
go ahead. You could tell him. You could go ahead. Tell him.
we got a video for Be Yourself out, video for Law of the Righteous out. We got a video for Loco, our newest single.
It's in production.
It's coming out right now, like this week.
Hmm.
It's in production in Light Studios. We got some music videos on YouTube and Facebook. Check us out on Instagram, all the social media good stuff. Get Tribals out on Spotify right now, iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, all that good stuff as well.
Most definitely. And out of all the tracks on the album right now, which one of the tracks like you guys really into?
I'm big at, like, when I'm cruising down the street on the way to a Tribe Zion show, I'm bumping either Merciless or Rehab. Those two tracks get me real hyped up. But the Rockman's track on the album, Island Girl, is my favorite track on there. It's definitely the smoothest, catchiest one. And adding the seagulls and the ocean waves in the beginning really took that one to the next level when we were in the studio. Island Girl, definitely check that one out.
Well, my favorite has got to be One Life, One Chance.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
a really
I
good
put it on my body. I got this tattoo the day before I found cancer again because it would mean something either way. One Life, One Chance. We both have lived every word in that song.
Mm-hmm. I tell you, I love that song. I like that song.
That's a really special one to us because I got the tattoo the day our bass player found out he had cancer. Rockman, 5 years later, he got the tattoo the day he found out he had cancer. His wife got the tattoo. Rockman's wife got the tattoo. One Life, One Chance.
One of my
A
nurses.
couple of our fans got it. Some more of our fans. Mark Lyon over in the UK at Lovers Corner said he's going to get the One Life, One Chance tattoo.
Yes.
We're hoping to do a collab with him this year.
It means
and,
something.
Do something with Mark Lyon on a track. Mark Lyon, Tribe Zion collab, and get a T-Will collab. We got a couple of collabs, possibly a Mayday we were talking about if things work out.
Mm-hmm.
We're really about the next album too. We got some new songs we've been working really hard on, like These Are the Days, Chasing the Dream, Radio, Freaks and Geeks, Peaches and Cream. We got a bunch of new songs me and Rockman have been writing, about a dozen new ones that the world hasn't even heard yet. We haven't played. We played on our we have a fan group called Tribe Zion Crew, friends, family, and fans. If anybody wants to join that, we put a lot of behind the scenes sneak preview stuff on there that we don't let the whole world see. We let our fans and friends and family page see. It's a group on Facebook.
Sometimes we'll show our part of our writing process.
Yeah, we'll be in this.
while we're writing.
Yeah, it's really cool. We started a fan page like a week ago. We just started a new fan page. But we do a lot of cool behind-the-scenes stuff in it.
Well, that came from us recording ourselves when we write, so we don't lose anything. We can go back, just like a football game, we can go back and check the video and see.
Wow.
You don't lose anything.
When we write new material, we put the phone on record, and we record ourselves writing new material. So if we smoke a little too much, and the next day we can't remember the new songs.
Happens a lot.
Pull up the video, play back the video, and we got those songs.
Awesome.
We'd be surprised if it was good.
I love you guys, man. I love the energy. I like I love the experience. And I tell you, it's so funny that even Chris Brook, when I look at him and I see you have willing and able-bodied persons out there will find the most friggin' excuse to do something positive with their life. You understand?
Right.
And he have a friggin' Cliffhanger is doing so much. It means so much. You understand?
We should get Chris Brooks on for an interview sometime, man. He said, we asked him about coming today. He's like, I'm not going to drive out there unless the interview's going to be. He said, the interview's going to be in my cleft hand. And like that. He's such a character, man. We love him to death, but man, he's the firecracker in the band. Chris Brooks is.
I like that. And you guys also have young blood, Shaggy J.
We got a 20-year-old. We got a couple of, me and Chris Brooks are around the age of 40. Chris Brooks just turned 40. I'm 38. And then we got Rockman. He's 60.
You don't even look 60. You're right, man. Don't even tell nobody that, bro.
61, bro.
Born
on Halloween.
Just turned 61. We got 3 different generations of inspiration. You got the young generation with Shaggy. You got me and Chris Brooks representing the kids born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. You got Rockman's the generation that had the stuff that our parents listened to and their influences. So we mix all that together for our band and got 3 generations.
Yes. Ireland, Rockman, I want to thank you guys for definitely giving me the opportunity to interview you guys. You know, I really appreciate it. Your life, your guys' life is my inspiration. You understand? And I will always, you know, play your guys' track like crazy and stuff like that.
So much.
Absolutely.
Blessing for having us on. Really appreciate it. I know it was last minute, but we're glad it came together. And big up Ray's hand for helping us in New Zealand. Yes. We're stoked to find your show, man. I was showing Rockman your show last DJ, and I said,
Rockman, I'm a little bit nutty. Yeah,
you know?
I loved it.
See, I'm known for climbing on the tables and the bars at our shows.
I'm on the speaker.
Sing on the bar, and I'll stand up the table, and you know, the chairman, he gets fired up. It's awesome. Yeah, we love your energy, man. We love your show. We'll definitely be tuning, and we'll be in the chats talking with the people in there.
Thank you. Definitely. I appreciate it, man. And I say good luck on the gig again. Give the location again where you guys gonna be right now.
Pensacola Beach tonight, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Pensacola Beach. Handshaker, home of the original Bushwhacker. It's gonna be a great time, y'all. We're gonna have a good time.
Weather's gonna be nice.
Oh, it's gonna
Hey! Don't show off on me now, okay? I'm in New York. I'm cold as hell.
Oh man, we'll be out shorts and t-shirts, rocking. I hate
Enjoy.
We love it.
Enjoy, have fun, go get it, man. Go get it. All right. All the best. I'll keep in touch with you guys. You know, Ireland, you know how we go already. All the best. Thank you guys for coming in. It's been a pleasure. And to close out, big up who to big up, bless up who to bless up right now, you fans, and then we out.
One love, one tribe.
One tribe. Big up to all our fans. Shout out Tribe Zion crew, friends, family. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Check out our new album, Get Tribal. Check us out, follow us, show some love, show love, get love. We're Tribe Zion. We love you. We appreciate you having us on Lion TV. Big up 555. Big up all you guys.
Every time. Enough love. Thank you, guys. One tribe. Out.
One tribe.
Tribe.
Blessings.
Blessings.